So, I was giving a little lead in, talking about the tremendous loss the hip hop community and the black community felt this past Sunday. And I was rambling through it because obviously I'm talking to nobody but the people out there that ain't talking back to me. But I said even a casual fan of the music, who wasn't even maybe aware of the activism, the community work, and all that stuff, was affected by that. You know what I'm saying? I know people who don't listen to all the mixtapes, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and have no idea about the YouTube videos and everything, Dr. Sebi, none of that stuff. But they was just like, damn, for real?
Yeah.
I was just saying, we got Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, but they took Nip.
I mean,
and I don't want nothing to happen to them niggas, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas out there, go out there, say a nigga name, I'ma do this to you, and they walk, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna happen, but a real nigga right there.
It's tough, man. Like, as everybody I'm sure is aware, I'm sorry for being late, but as everybody's aware, Nipsey Hussle passed away on Sunday. He was gunned down in front of his company, in front of his business, in the neighborhood that he grew up in the neighborhood that he was so proud to take around the world. And, it was done by a fuck nigga. And, like Boosie said it a long time ago, like rappers usually get killed in their own neighborhood or in their own city. That's where the hate is the realest.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate loss. Nipsey Hussle was impactful. And I don't know if you can say that about a lot of people outside of music. Like, normally people are impactful in what they do.
Yeah.
But he was impactful in just his presence alone, and he brought recognition, respect, credibility to an area that was, being gentrified and, it had been through the gang wars of LA and everything. One of the most notorious Crip sets in LA, the Rolling 60s. He was a member
of the most infamous Crip sets in the world.
It was
quote unquote largest, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, the largest, most violent. Like they have a very long history. They were, I think, one of the original Crip sets. And it's affected me a lot this week. I was a fan. Like for all you guys that watched our wrap up show, Victory Lap was probably it was one of my albums of the year or whatever. We just played a video. We just played Hustle in the House, which is basically his coming out party. That was the video that really put Nipsey on the map. Of course, he was Double XL on one of their Freshman of the Year in 2010. He'd been doing this since 2008, and it's unfortunate, and I don't know if there's anybody in the space of our culture, the hip hop culture, to replace his impact, outside of music. So,
and it's real interesting, you talk about affect people, you could ask any other rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any other rapper. Like I was joking about Bow Wow. So you could ask rappers that be beefing with each other. Pusha T and Drake felt the same way.
Yeah.
When Nip was, got killed. And his effect on people when he was living, being with them. You'd hear about people, I think, differently now that I sat down with Nip for, a couple hours. He kicked game to me about shit I wouldn't even think of. And this nigga's, 32, 33 years, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he was young and...
But what really wise beyond his years, like you can look back to when, the long braids was a Bush Jerry curl, you know what I'm saying? But he was talking that shit, you know what I mean? Like he had his head together and it was crazy.
He's always been consistent since he's been on the scene.
And unapologetically Crip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, I put the 60 to the side now and I'm about these business and I'm gonna do that. Nah.
I'm a Crip.
I'm a Crip. I wrote RSC.
Put it on
and
my
this
face.
is what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I can do. This is what we can do. You out there banging, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? And it was that influential. And I mean, especially with the gang culture, because that's not just out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Dave East going crazy about
he's a New York Crip.
Yeah, but I mean, because of the culture, the effect, and maybe he's gonna now try to be a Nipsey Hussle type. You know what I'm saying? Because of the influence. And somebody said, what you didn't realize is you killed Nipsey, you just birthed 15 more Nipseys. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be more people who are going to try to carry that on, and it's not going to be the same type of thing because his model, his hustlenomics model, you know what I'm saying, don't work for everybody.
You gotta have a genuine spirit to do it too, and I'm not doubting Davy's spirit. Like, he hasn't done anything that would be indicative of him being selfish or you know, like, not up to par with what Nipsey's character was, but his character was deep rooted in culture, family, tradition, neighborhood. Like, it's different, you know, the area he comes from, the way he was raised, his background individually as a family structure, you know, because it wasn't just like the thing that I'm really happy about, that we're getting to see all these other people who were influential behind Nipsey, the one like Black Sam, and seeing his dad, and seeing like how connected he was with his grandma and his mom, and you know, like he was a different individual. Like, he wasn't, you know, I never met the dude, but you know, just the impact of him as far as being a fan of this thing we call hip hop. Like, I could see it, you know, I could see it bubbling when he started talking about Vector 90 and he wanted to get kids educated in the STEM program. When he started, you know, when he got the joint partnership with Puma, and one of the first things they did was they revitalized a school in his neighborhood, you know, elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that, a lot of people don't do, and we're not the only ones who recognize it, being, you know, a host of this podcast or whatever. Jay-Z went out his way, and he enriched his family. He set up a $15 million college
Has
fund.
been reported to be false. I don't know if that's been reported to be false because Jay said, hey, stop saying that because I want all them kids to get $15 whole million, not Uncle Sam tell them that they get $7.5 million because they're getting taxed on his gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That may be the case, that you know, he wants to make sure they get the money, but I did read that earlier that that's not the true report. They're saying stop reporting that.
Yeah.
So, and again, that may just be because of the financial effect that I have on the family.
I think, you know, I know that Jay-Z and Nipsey were building, they had a relationship, and they were building an even stronger relationship. If you guys didn't know, the Marathon and Rock Nation, they struck a partnership deal, or they released their partnership hats this past weekend, right before he passed away.
Well, they were also supposed to have the joint meeting with the police in LA. About
Rock
the gang
Nation was
situation.
a part of that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they were definitely building something. Again, it's the loss is tremendous, and the ripple effect, you know what I mean, goes out.
Yeah, man. Like, the outpouring from the communities and everything has been, it's been crazy, man. Just to see like everybody posting on social media. Like, my advice to everybody is to just turn your social media off and listen to his music. You know, he if you want to benefit him, you want to benefit his family, you want to do right by them, turn off your social media. Go listen to iTunes, Spotify.
I say it all the time, that Apple Music subscription. I know y'all got it. You get the whole Slauson Boy series, I believe, off of motherfucking iTunes.
Yeah, and you know, go to the Marathon store website and buy something. You know, like, just buy something, contribute to those people. We all don't have to be in their business. We don't have to act like we're personal friends of Lauren London or anything.
You ain't got to send your sorries to Lauren. No. She's heard enough of it from the people that matter to her. I'm sure she appreciates that people think, but she ain't thinking about y'all.
And the pain that she's dealing with is insurmountable. So just give his whole family a chance to grieve, and you know, like, you know, and the fuck niggas who keep posting these videos of what actually or like when the paramedics were working them at the scene,
and shit like that, yeah.
Stop doing that, people. Like, if you put your motherfucking phone down, you might be able to help somebody. You know
How
what
about
I'm saying?
it? How about it?
Yeah, and like.
Yeah, you had your phone out when he was down because you had your phone out when he was up, when the nigga was walking up on him and you wasn't saying it. You know what I'm saying? You was let me get a picture of
that. I don't want to get into like the coulda, woulda, shouldas, or the, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, if somebody would have did this, then that wouldn't have happened. Yeah. Like, it was a fucked up situation done by a fuck nigga.
Like I said, more questions than answers, because, you know what I'm saying, I want to know why they let the girl go.
Who said they let her go?
They said they let her go. They said she was released without charge. The driver check.
Oh, the police might have let her go, but the 60s probably.
Oh, I mean,
like,
hey, yeah, yeah, fully.
So,
I'm just,
you know what I'm saying? Where are those people safe at? I mean, even the kid's cousins, his peoples weren't safe. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the impact is felt real hard in LA right now because Nipsey was doing a lot for brown and black. He was doing a lot for red and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like him working with YG so openly.
Yeah.
Him being willing
He was
to
about to do a joint album.
being friends with the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they were building bridges in LA in the gang culture, and then like it was well, apparently the guy might be a little touched in the head, you know what I'm saying? And maybe Nipsey was a little too accessible sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe and it's us, man. We got questions to ask about us, about black people.
Yeah.
Like why do we when we have somebody who has something, why are we so intent on seeing their downfall? Like even before Nipsey got there was people in his own neighborhood saying, "Oh, these niggas ain't shit. They ain't doing nothing."
Of course,
blah blah blah.
Yeah, there's always those types.
But it don't have to be like that. Like if you like him and that's your boy or your homeboy or y'all from the same gang, whatever. Like support that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Support that man. That man out here trying to do something different. He's trying to put something on and like. He made good on all his promises. He said he was going to bring it back to the hood. He did that. He could have set up the way they got the Marathon store set up. They set it up as a model for what could be in our neighborhoods. Like I know a lot of us, we go to stores in our own neighborhoods. That's what we do, and a lot of those stores aren't owned by anybody who looks like us.
Yeah,
and those stores are run down, raggedy. And they just have the bare essentials for what you need.
Just so they can get your money and take it on out of there and go spend it back in Virginia.
But it's a big difference between Prince George's Plaza, or what do they call it? The mall at PG.
At Prince George's.
The mall at Prince George's and Tyson's Corner. It's
Yeah.
a big difference.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. And the Marathon set up as a boutique shop that was in the hood, and they were selling T-shirts with screen print on it, and they got it cracking, and like, you know, I'm very proud of that whole team for all money in. Their marketing schemes were crazy, like with the Brinks truck when Victory Lap came out. The Brinks truck was sick, man. Like to have it just posted all over the city and then put out a blurb or something online and have all these people flock to it to take a picture in front of this Brinks truck. It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, just a genius, taken from us way too early.
Man. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, again, and not to push in on this, but you know, I mean, associate of mine, 32 years old, Cliff Dixon got killed, 2 weeks ago. We dying too young, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's senseless. You know, both situations. You know, you got to think they could have been prevented, and you're not putting anything on the individual that they could have done anything to prevent it. These are senseless murders. And we gotta ask each other why.
I mean, it's hate. Like it ain't.
Because I'm telling you, because it's a nigga mourning Nip. This gonna go bang a nigga. You know what I'm saying? This gonna go bang a nigga today. You know what I'm saying? He listening to like Victory Lap, Long Live Nip, and he's gonna go take somebody's father, brother, husband from him tonight. You know what I'm saying? We gotta cut that shit out.
Yeah, man. It's treacherous. Just being black. But we're gonna talk more in depth about being black, being a black man in America. I think we both have experiences that we can share and really try to build something. But like this week has been a tough week for me, especially. Like I had conversations with my homeboys, especially other fathers or whatever, and like we talk about the situations we survived, situations we came out of. And how we're fortunate, and how this brother was the best of us. He was the best that we have to offer. Really, he was an intellect. He was an artist. He created like such vivid pictures with his music. You know what I'm saying? Such like you feel like you know how LA is when you listen to Nipsey Hussle music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gives you so much insight into his culture, which might be gang culture or might just be culture in South Central.